Ah, now settle yourself, love. This one takes us back, way back, long before telly, before kings, before even the Roman lads stomped across the land in their sandals and skirts. I'm talking about when the world was ruled not by men, but by trees. A time when folk listened to the whispers in the woods and the moon marked your months, not some pope's calendar. They called it the tree calendar, or more precisely the Ogham tree calendar. A bit of poetry, a bit of pagan, and a lot of green magic. Now you might hear the academics huffing, saying, oh, there's no solid proof the ancient Druids used it. Well, maybe not the blokes with robes and clipboards, but try telling that to a yew tree that's been standing in a churchyard for 2,000 years. So here it is, the Celtic year, bark by bark, 13 lunar months, 13 trees, each one a guardian of time and spirit. December 24th, January 20th, birch baith. First, out the gate the birch, the pioneer tree. Pops up after a fire, clears the way for others. Symbol of new beginnings, cleansing and rebirth. Folk used to sweep their homes with birch twigs to banish last year's rot and maybe a ghost or two. Medicinal use, birch sap for detox, birch bark for skin ailments. January 21st, February 17th, Rowan, Louis, the witch's tree. You plant one by the door to keep the nasties out. Tiny red berries shaped like pentacles. Coincidence? I think not. Rowan's all about protection and second sight, the tree of visionaries. Magic used in charms to ward off evil, also linked to astral travel and second sight. February 18th, March 17th, ash neon. Ash connects the worlds. Roots in the underworld, branches in the heavens. Like a proper cosmic telephone pole. Yggdrasil, the Norse world tree, that's an ash. So it's all about connection, wisdom, and the flow of life. Utility used to make spears, oars, and even magic wands. March 18th, April 14th. Alder, fern alder, likes its feet wet. Grows near rivers where the veil's thin. Known to bleed red when cut, no kidding. Linked to warriors and protection, but also to bridging realms, water and fire, man and spirit. Use, alder wood resists rot in water, used in bridges and foundations. April 15th, May 12th. Willow, sail, now here's a weepy one. The willow bends, but it doesn't break, associated with the moon, dreams, and deep emotion. Tree of the seer, good for those who feel more than they can say. Magic, willow bark used for pain relief, the origin of aspirin and its branches for divining rods. May 13th, June 9th. Hawthorn, huarth, the fairy tree. You mess with hawthorn at your peril. It's got one foot in our world, one in theirs. Blooming in May, tied to fertility boundaries and thresholds. The May Queen dances under this tree, if you believe the old tales. Tradition. Never bring it indoors, bad luck. But do tie a ribbon on for a wish. June 10th, July 7th. Oak Dur, the king of the forest. Solid, slow, wise as your nan after 2 gins. Sacred to Druids, Dur means door. The doorway to the divine represents strength, truth, and the lightning bolt of inspiration. Use bark for tanning, wood for strength, leaves for courage charms. July 8th, August 4th, Holly Tin, the warrior tree, evergreen through hardship. The old kings wore holly crowns in winter to show they still ruled when all else was bare. Symbol of defense, sacrifice, and steadfastness. Tradition, holly branches in the home keep spirits sweet during Yuletide. August 5th, September 1st, hazel cole, the poet's tree. Drops wisdom like nuts from the branches, linked to the sacred well of knowledge where the salmon swims. Inspiration, creativity, and divine insight. Ogham law, 9 hazel trees hung over the well of Segai's, source of poetic vision. Now here's a slippery one. Sometimes it's grapevine, sometimes bramble, either way it twines, it climbs, it intoxicates, all about ecstasy, release, prophecy and harvest. Use, symbolically linked to wine, celebration, altered states. The clinger, ivy climbs with persistence, spirals inwards, symbol of resilience, survival, and the soul's journey through shadow, often paired with holly at Christmas to balance energies. Folklore used to protect against wayward spirits, grows where boundaries blur. Ah, the reed. Looks soft, but it's a spear in disguise, stands tall in marshy waters, symbolizes communication, ritual cleansing and speaking truth to power. The reed was also used to make early pens, so there's your magic. Magic, cleanse space or altar with bundles of reed, the crone of the forest, tree of death and rebirth. You don't cut it without permission, lest the elder mother curse your eggs for a year, but when honored, she offers healing, transition and deep magic, medicinal use, elderflowers and berries for colds, cordials and wisdom in a bottle. One day outside time, the hinge between years, no tree rules it. A sacred pause, a breath before rebirth, light a candle, say a prayer, thank the trees. Ogham stones, inscriptions across Ireland, Wales, Cornwall, oldest alphabet tied to tree names. Robert Graves, The White Goddess, 1948. Poetic and controversial, but formative. Brecon laws. Early Irish law codes give trees legal status. Cutting a noble tree like oak or hazel could cost you dearly. Celtic revival and modern Druidry, OBOD, Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids, and other groups continue the tradition today. So there you have it, love. A calendar not of clock and crown, but of bark, moon and memory. The kind you feel in your bones when the wind moves just right through the woods. Next time you're out for a walk, stop, look up, that tree might be telling you the time if you know how to listen. Cheers.